The full Senate has yet to vote on the confirmation of Mark McWaters to serve on the NCUA board. Outgoing NCUA board member Michael Fryzel reflected on his time with the agency during an interview with the Credit Union Times. How has the landscape for the credit union industry changed since you started on the board till this point?
Well, certainly, Nick, the first year I was here, we had the corporate crisis, and that has certainly subsided. We put into place what we think was necessary to carry credit unions going forward. I think credit unions have done well in the last couple of years. Their numbers are down, but the other numbers are up in regards to the size of these credit unions that are out there. The ones that have been merged are now serving their membership better. I think the credit union industry is well positioned to continue to be the premier financial service industry in this country. And I think going forward, the credit unions have the ideas, the impetus, the desire to serve their members, so that I think credit unions have improved since I've been here, in my opinion. They've gotten better. They're more concerned about their members, the products that they offer, and I think going forward, it's going to become even better for them.
How about in terms of the regulatory environment? Is it better today for credit unions and the industry as a whole, or is it not?
Well, I think you can get arguments both ways on that. You may have some who say, well, the credit unions, we don't really have that many more regulations. We're constantly looking at ways in which to make these regulations better or reduce them. And then, of course, you're going to perhaps the credit union approach is we've got too many regulations, not only coming down from NCUA, but also from CFPB and the Federal Trade Commission and all the other federal agencies out there that are burdening us with these regulations. I really think it's time that the NCUA board step back and say, hey, can we do some of these things that we want to do at credit unions through guidance rather than regulations, and take some of the burden off of them, give them the opportunity to manage these credit unions the way they should be managing them and provide the services that they should be, and allow them to be competitive. Again, that's something the board needs to look at, take a step back, and perhaps provide some relief on our end, even though the credit unions may still be impacted by the other federal agencies.
Looking back, what do you consider as your greatest accomplishment during your time on the NCUA board?
Well, certainly the first year when I served as chairman and we had to deal with the corporate crisis, I believe putting in place the ideas, the thoughts, the programs that we felt were needed to get us through that crisis involving the corporates and making sure that the natural person credit unions were protected. I think in my mind that is something that I'll always look back on and say, I think we did what was right. Looking back, a lot of people have told me they didn't agree with us then, but they do agree with what we did now, because the credit unions have survived and they are doing a better job and they are getting better every day.
Yeah, there were a lot of folks who said that may not be the right move at the time. How did you deal with the criticism that you were getting and still pressing forward with what you thought was right?
We were very honest with the industry. We told them we weren't going to sugarcoat anything. We were going to tell them what the problems were, what we were being faced with, and what we were going to do. We moved forward with the decisions that we made, feeling the fact that, okay, if we're wrong somewhere down the line, we'll change them. Fortunately, we didn't make too many wrong decisions, and we were able to move forward, telling the credit unions, this is what we're going to have to do. You're going to have to live with this, but trust me, I think we're going to get through it together, and things will be good moving forward.
Do you have any regrets at all?
From being here at NCUA, it's been fantastic. I have no regrets at all. I've enjoyed every minute of it. It's a great industry to work with. The people are dedicated. I've got dedicated staff here at NCUA. I've had good board members. I've enjoyed it 100%. It's been a great opportunity and something that I will forever be grateful to President Bush for appointing me to this board.
What's next for you after the board?
Well, after heading back to Chicago, I'll probably look at some opportunities that I may have in the consulting area. Again, continuing to work with credit unions. I'd like to go out on a circuit and talk to some of them, perhaps at some of their events, keeping involved with this industry and making sure that it continues to prosper as it has in the past few years.
All right. We wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nick.
Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.